What it is, ladies and germs. Welcome back to episode 126th of the weekly patch notes, brought to you by Extra Skip. With me as your host, Tom Ziri. Hope y'all are good. Hope y'all are nice. Hello, everybody. This one is going to be short and lovely. Feel me? Like me. With me, I've got Kid Kojo. What's good, homie?
I'm chilling, bro. How are you doing?
Oh, like Max will always say, bro, tired. Good lord. Yeah. Entry into October has been wild, but powerful month. Let's hope shit goes down. Well, shit goes well. Sorry for the US. And a lot of people facing hella prices on shit. We have a sale. Well, I mean, everyone has a sale if you have Steam. God damn. But so big ups to that, I guess. As a highlight, to all of this. Anyways, before we get started with the good stuff, Koji, do you have anything to announce?
Nothing.
All right. For me, what I have to announce is Epic 7 Archer is putting out updates that are intense, my guy. Like, we just got Freerin. I unlocked Freerin. When did I unlock it? When I was in the office. When was that? Yesterday. Yeah, I unlocked Freerin yesterday during my lunch hour. I think that was probably the thing I needed the most because I was about to crash out this entire week. Yo, it's been hectic. Returned back from work from a slight vacation. Oh my god. But anyway, yeah, your boys got Freerin. I've also got stock from Freerin. Obviously, people who know the anime. And then I'm working my way to getting Fern. Thing is, I don't think she's actually been released yet. I don't think she's in the store yet. But anyways, shit's good. Shit's hella nice. They are very powerful. There's definitely going to be some nerfs here and there. But yeah. Anyways, let's get right into it. Starting with the gaming news. Kojo, do you have any gaming news?
Okay, so let's start off with the EA stuff, because the EA stuff also low-key confuses me. So EA, in case you haven't heard, Tamiyan listeners, EA has been, what's the word I'm looking for?
Quiet?
Yeah. So EA has been acquired. Well, so EA was a publicly traded game publisher. I mean, it was on the stock exchange or whatever. But it's being taken private in a not $55, that's hella cheap. $55 billion buyout funded by a group of investors, including Jared Kushner's Affinity Partners private equity firm and a Saudi Arabia public investment fund, or Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. So that is huge. It's a pretty big deal. This is what Andrew Wilson, the chairman and CEO of Electronic Arts, said. And I quote, "Our creative and passionate teams at EA have delivered extraordinary experiences for hundreds of millions of fans, built some of the world's most iconic IP, and created significant value for our business. This moment is a powerful recognition of their remarkable work. Looking ahead, we will continue to push the boundaries of entertainment, sports, and technology, unlocking new opportunities. Together with our partners, we will create transformative experiences to inspire generations to come. I am more energized than ever about the future we are building," end quote. So yeah, so this is a big deal. A lot of people are upset about it because they feel like some people said EA have sold out. Other people are questioning the future of some of the games. Some EA developers, according to some sources, say they are waiting for the news that they're going to be laid off, and one of those people, or some of those people, are coming from BioWare, who recently released Dragon Age: The Veilguard, which critics like, but I don't think it sold pretty well. So people at BioWare are allegedly just waiting for the news that BioWare is going to shut down and things like that. So it's quite a big deal. If you guys want to go read up more about it, it's pretty long. I don't want to sit here and talk about the nuances and all of that. We're going to be here for a while, but that's pretty much the gist of it. And moving on to the next bit of news, which is another big one. Microsoft or slash let's say Xbox, sorry, Xbox is going to increase the price of their Game Pass subscriptions. So, Game Pass, and they've also split up the tiers pretty much. So there are 3 tiers. Well, not split up. Well, I don't know if the tiers were always there, but this is what's happening now. So there are 3 tiers of Game Pass: Essential, Premium, and Ultimate. So with Essential, you get unlimited cloud gaming, in-game benefits, including for Riot games, online console multiplayer, and you can play and earn up to $25 a year in the store with rewards. And this will cost you, this has increased to $9.99 a month. Next up, we have Premium, which will give you access to 200 plus games. You get new Xbox games published. You get new Xbox published games within a year of launch, and unlimited cloud gaming with shorter wait times, in-game benefits including for Riot games, online console multiplayer, and you can play and earn up to $50 a year in the store with rewards, and this has increased to $15 a month. Now this is the big one, the next one, Ultimate. This is the one people are pissed off of all of them. But Ultimate, a lot of people have Ultimate, right? Because Ultimate is the one that promised, the main feature of Game Pass. Once upon a time, Game Pass was what, $15, $10 actually at a point. And the whole thing of Game Pass was like you get day one games from Xbox, big deals. Right, Tommy? Like, you have Game Pass, right?
Yeah.
So that's what people loved about Game Pass. Well, now all of that is being locked under the Ultimate tier. So this is what the Ultimate tier has. You get access to 400 plus games. You get 75 plus day one games a year, including all Xbox published games day one. You get unlimited cloud gaming at the best quality with the shortest wait times. You get in-game benefits, including for Riot games. You get online console multiplayer, and you can play and earn up to $100 a year in the store with rewards. And this is the one that they were really proud of in the video that the lady presented in the video for some reason. She was like, and this is not the big part, but she was like, and to come out Ultimate, Ubisoft Plus Classics and EA Play is included alongside Fortnite Crew. And everybody's just like, yeah, cool, whatever. But, oh, I forgot to mention, the most important part is increased to $30 a month. So, as you can imagine, people are less than happy. And by less than happy, I mean everybody's upset. Everybody. I don't think there's a single person who is happy. Maybe, there are 1 and 2 people. But, okay, not happy, but I'm sure there's people defending it. But this is huge. It's a huge price increase. Because Xbox, is, people are saying they become, because think about it, Xbox was when Phil Spencer took over, Xbox became the most consumer-friendly people out there, gaming company out there. People were saying, yeah, it's better than this company, better than that company, better than these other publishing companies, because look at Game Pass. It's such a brilliant value for money. And a lot of people like Sarah Bond, who's like a higher up at Xbox, and also Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, they've all come out to say, yeah, no, Game Pass is, sustainable. A lot of people have said, is Game Pass really sustainable? Is it really profitable? But those two have come out and said, no, guys, Game Pass is sustainable, it's profitable. Game Pass is doing good. Well, this increase has had plans going, if it's so good, why are the prices increasing? And this year, Microsoft had already, I don't know if you remember, but they already planned to increase prices of its Xbox consoles. So people are hugely upset, Tommy, like big upset. So, that's pretty much it for my news. Tell me, what do you think about these 2 pieces of news that I spoke about, or any of them?
So for me, the first one is with people being pissed off about EA saying that they're sellouts. What's crazy to me is that of all the game publishing houses, I think we shit on EA the most. No. They're still Bethesda. No,
not even.
Who else?
Ubisoft.
Yeah, but no, you see, Ubisoft, yeah, you're right. But Ubisoft, it's one of those where we don't even have to talk about them anymore. We don't mention them. It's done.
Yeah,
but like EA was also the peeps who, okay, they brought us one of the greatest memories of all time. You know what I'm saying? Need for Speed Underground 2. Oh no, Need for Speed Underground. Yeah, 2 was the one that's kind of high. But anyways, yeah. So look, for me, it's to say that I remember people used to not really hate on EA, but like EA's had its rough share of like, you know, some hate here and there. And now that this is happening to EA, you know, now people are just like, oh, yo, no, this is a bad move by EA. And I'm like, how, but guys, like, be happy somehow, Joe. Come on now. So yeah, that's just weird to me. Then I think the next part of it with regards to the Xbox Game Pass. Now, I have Ultimate, yes. The thing is, though, I'm probably still gonna pay the $30. Okay. Because I was probably paying a whole lot more playing World of Warcraft since 2004. That's one. Two, therefore, I mean, obviously, I can't complain about the cost of it. Two, I mean, this is inflation, guys. And even if it's not inflation, I mean, let's be real. There kind of is a reason for us to be paying all that ish. You gotta just get with the times, you know what I'm saying? Because now it's to say, everything's cloud based now, my guy. You know, it's going back to that whole discussion previously. Is like now within this generation of gaming, all that you don't technically own anything anymore. It's all just cloud based. You're paying for temporary ownership, which still isn't even temporary. You're borrowing. You're actually borrowing. So if people are pissed, bro, like there is still always cracked games, guys. I'm just saying. There is still always cracked games, and Pirate Bay is back and stronger than ever. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, just make sure you VPN the hell out of that shit. And then, yeah, just browse safely, please. And then also just make sure you have a very good antivirus. Obviously, because if you're downloading from any site, especially a torrent site like Pirate Bay, yeah, some things may be infected. Anyways. Oh man, one day, guys, it's gonna be such a nice plug into like a sponsor. Oh my god, this is sponsored by Malware, but it's not really. Anyways, yeah. So those are my thoughts. But then another thing I'd also like to say with regards to gamers in general and where things are going. For me is to say that we may complain now, but I'm willing to bet that a whole lot of you are still going to be on Xbox Game Pass, because for starters, the PS Live or the PS whatever the fuck that's similar to Xbox Game Pass, its price is pretty much that much, or I'm gonna even fuck around and say it's higher, you know? So at the end of the day, guys, let's be real. You either crack your games, buy your games, or just stop complaining and just accept it, bro. Like, this is life. Inflation is real. It's even in the games life, it's real. But yeah. And then also going back to those employees, you know, saying, oh, okay, now that we've been acquired, you know, we're gonna wait and hear about the next layoff. And probably it's sad, it's unfortunate, but yes, probably. What I'm just trying to understand is why these niggas are trying to absorb everything, bro. Like Thanos's glove. It's crazy. Corporate greed, its finest. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have any gaming news, so to speak. So though that was Max's gaming news. Cody, do you have gaming news of your own, bro?
Funny enough, I was going to talk about this if Max didn't bring it up. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Nah, wait. Yeah. Cool. That brings us to the gaming corner. What releases have come out, man?
Okay, let's go to the releases calendar. So let's start off with a game called Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. PC, what? PS5. I know, right? I don't know what it is. Is it a Nickelodeon game?
Let's see. Sounds like it.
Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. It is.
Can you use SpongeBob?
No, it's like all of Nickelodeon. So I see Katara here. She's using water spells.
Oh shit!
And where are the rest of the characters?
Sign me up.
So yeah, Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny, PC, PS5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, action RPG, September the 30th, 2025, currently sitting at 72 on Metacritic. Next up is Lego Party, PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. It's a party game. September 30th, 2025, currently sitting at an 80 on Metacritic. Then we have Final Fantasy Tactics, The Ivalice Chronicles, PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch. It's a turn-based tactics game, September the 30th, 2025, currently sitting at 88 on Metacritic. Then we have Alien Rogue Incursion, Evolved Edition, PC, PS5, Xbox Series, action FPS horror game, 30th September 2025, currently sitting at a 72 on Metacritic. Then we have one which was caused a bit of controversy when it was announced, which is the Super Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 Nintendo Switch games, which is a compilation games of obviously the Super Mario games, which came out on the Wii. And I think the games were like altogether cost like $60 or $70, and people were outraged that it was that much. And I don't know if it was remastered or if it's just a port. I can't remember, but people were upset that, you know, old games that are over a decade is still costing $70 or $60. Anyway, so it's a compilation game, October the 2nd, 2025, currently sitting at an 88 on Metacritic. Then we have one of the big ones of the year, Ghost of Yotei, PS5. This is the open world action adventure game, the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, but it's not a direct sequel. Follows a completely different protagonist in a completely different part of Japan, so a pretty different setting and time period. Open world action game, 2nd of October 2025. Jesus. What do you think its score is, Tommy?
Yeah, I've been seeing like everyone and their mother talk about this game. I'm gonna give it a 93.
93. That is very ambitious. And once upon a time, well, people thought it was going to be a Game of the Year contender, but in such a strong year, I think Sony is going to miss out on a Game of the Year nominee for the first time in a few years. It's currently sitting at an 86.
Okay.
It's a very respectable score, but it is. I think the first one was 88 or 84 or 80, somewhere there. It was in the 80s as well. So I think it's, you know, it's still doing good. And the last release is Digimon Story Time Stranger, PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, Trainer RPG, October the 3rd, 2025, currently sitting at 79 on Metacritic. And yeah, that's it for the releases of the week and my gaming corner. What about you?
Yeah, the announcement of the Steam sale. Many games released, well, at a lower price, you know, for now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, yeah, that brings us to the halfway section. Listen, y'all, if y'all are enjoying the show, please do leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, let's keep it rolling. Moving on to the content creator side, Kojo, do you got any news?
No, I just wanted to say that CENAT broke the record, hits his 100 million. Hit the 1 million. So he went a little past 1 million. I didn't stay and watch all. I barely watched. Actually, I don't even think I watched the subathon. I just saw clips of like Linkin Park performing in his bedroom, and you know he had guests like Alicia Keys and stuff like that. And he got his hair cut because he hit 1 million. So yeah. And
LeBron cut his hair.
Oh yeah, it is. Yes, that was the one. Yes. Word. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah, shout out to Kai, man. Good job. 1 million.
Crazy, dude. It's crazy.
That's insane. Anyway, yeah, over to you, Tommy.
Oh yeah. So I was gonna mention all the guests that appeared on his show. I mean, on his stream, but nah, nigga, it's too long of a list. I'll give you all that in the next episode. Yeah, damn. But yeah, dude, flip the fact he even had fucking Lil Dicky, but Lil Dicky's one was like a two-part.
Alicia Keys to me was, well, I don't remember all the guests, but I think Alicia Keys to me is a very surprising one.
And it wasn't Kim K on there as well at some point.
You know, but he's had Kim K. He was at Kim K's daughter's birthday party. So
Oh shit. Okay.
he and Kim K are very cool. So that must not be a surprise to me. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I don't know. But anyways, adding on to the Kai Cenat stuff. So obviously you guys would have seen on Kevin Hart's Instagram or Drewski's or Kai's is that they revealed a trailer for their new movie. It's all about being a Twitch streamer.
Yay.
But it's like a Twitch stream gone wrong where someone on their stream dies and they have to figure out how to get everything sorted, being swatted. They bring all these things that most streamers fear happening to them, you know. So there's likely going to be some guest stars of, you know, other streamers as well, which is great. That was actually spearheaded by Kai Cenat. I think at some point he was just like, you know, look, I'm fine with this, but you know, let me put some of my homies on, you know, like, let me get them into that Hollywood life. To be fair though, Kai Cenat is kind of built for Hollywood, not gonna lie. Drewski, yes, but Drewski can't act too much. He's better off being himself. With Kai, I think the same thing. So in this movie, it's good that everyone is themselves. Kevin Hart, though he's acting as Kevin Hart, he still feels like he's acting as Kevin Hart. He's not being Kevin Hart. Not sure if that makes sense, but like, yeah. Anyways, so I guess I'm keen. I'm keen to see how this is gonna go. The trailer was hilarious, but I mean, obviously, it's just like the blood they used was like, it's clearly fake because it's so. I don't know, man. If you're gonna use fake blood, bro, at least make it realistic as fuck as he possibly could. But yeah, y'all go check out the trailer. Then moving on, someone who I haven't heard from in a very long time, Young Philly, has resurfaced as he put out a tweet or an X, whatever. A year after the sexual assault charges. A year in October 2024.
It's been a year.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy. It is wild. So yeah, so October 2024 is when he was arrested and charged for the sexual assault. And then in January of this year, that's when he was hit with the additional charges. So yeah, so that's just a quick note to you guys. But yeah, he pretty much put out a tweet after being quiet for so long. He made 2 posts. The first one was just a picture of him with curly hair, and he's asking everyone if his hair suits him. And the second one was just a picture of his PC saying the best at Warzone. So now obviously a lot of people in the comments were just like, okay, man did not even address the allegations. He just asked his followers a random question. That's elite deflection. Another post was saying that first post back and all that, and it's about the hair, bold choice. And another was he thought if he ignores the allegations, they will go away. So yeah. Obviously we have nothing more from that. All that we do know with Philly is that in January of 2026, he will have to return to Australia for his 10-day long trial in the Perth District Court. So yeah, obviously Mans is not having a good time, but I mean, you know, if you are I can't say if you are a therapist, Shame, that's going to demean all actual therapists. But obviously, if you break the word therapist into 2 words, you know exactly which 2 words you can get from that. If that truly is what Philly is, I mean, look, man is a bit freaky. Even Chunks said it, but I mean, yeah, if he is what he is, then dog, I don't feel sorry for man. So let him wait it out. You know, let him fight. The only defense I have for my nigga is that like he was funny, dog. I won't lie, he was hilarious. I'll say even more so than Chunks. Chunks, I don't know. Chunks is, I don't know. It's just something about Chunks. I'm just like, nigga, you funny, but you're not funny. I think it's just like your facial reactions. But I mean, from where you're from, like, same reaction there. So I don't know. It's racist to say. I think I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that's all I have for the content creator side. I did have more, but it's just streamers reacting to, you know, the whole Cutie Cinderella and Valkyrie not going. Now his son Abi is not going. Son Piker is not going, which is weird because I mean, like, yeah, what are you worried about in terms of security? Like, the fuck? People are worried about you, like your gender. Like, hello. But anyways, then there was another something about the streamer Mount Everest. Not Mount Everest, sorry, Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, and XQC was feeling himself saying, okay, first of all, why is he not on there? Because he ran so that everyone could walk. And I'm just like, what do you mean, G? What do you mean? Of all the big streamers, you will never hear me say XQC. You will never.
He brought up, I didn't see him talk about himself, but I did see him talk about people like Rekfo.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and then also,
I think, this all stemmed from Dan Clancy, the Twitch CEO, who was on Kai's stream, and he was talking about the Mount Rushmore, which is 4 people, obviously on Mount Rushmore. But anyway, yeah, sorry, continue. I was just giving that context.
No, wait, thanks. Because I was wondering where that was from. Because I'm just basing this off like X or Twitter. Okay, yeah, but that's just, I'm just like, dog, like, of all the people I make fun of, even as streamers, you're one of them, dog. What you talk? You know, I can't blame you. At first, I was like, okay, nah, maybe it's because he's French. It's like, no, I know French people, dog. Dorian Pon, greatest female race of all time. Anyways, moving on to esports. I don't actually have much esports, except for the fact that obviously Bopo has come out and he's apologized for everything and saying that he's gonna try to take a mental health recourse, because after the backlash didn't pretty much end. And obviously because, you know, with League of Legends, outside of him actually playing with his team, a lot of people he will queue up with will have a lot to say. And bold of him to actually still continue streaming after the whole fact and through all the allegations, because his Twitch chat is wild. Like, man cannot let go of it. Like, it's done. Like, it's been what, 2 weeks now, and yet still, if you go into his chats, bro, people are still putting him on blast. So yeah, man, you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. Koji, you got any esports?
Yes, I do. But before that, was Bripper the guy who said the thing about women in esports?
Yep.
And he said he was going to do something about his mental health?
Yes.
For saying, okay, bro.
And I'm just like, okay.
Okay.
Make it about you, sure. So,
I don't know what mental health has to do with saying things about... Okay, bro.
Bro, honestly.
Man, I hope you get the help you need, bro. Like, if you say so.
I have mental health issues too. Maybe I'm saying the shit.
You're same, bro. I mean, shit.
Fuck.
Anyway, but yes. So I have a couple of things, each involving the FGC, or the fighting game community. As I said in a couple of episodes ago, I've been delving into the FGC quite a bit, you know, because I'm starting to play a game like 2XKO, which is Riot's new fighting game. By the time this episode comes out, it will have probably gone into early access already, so jump on it. Anyway, so 2 bits of news. The first one is the final combat of Mortal Kombat. So Final Combat is the last combat. Yeah, it is, but Final Combat is the last esports tournament of the year for Mortal Kombat, and it's the final event for Mortal Kombat 1. Because Mortal Kombat 1, as we know, we've spoken about it earlier this year, they ceased development on the game and they've moved on to the next one. A lot of people were upset, but anyway, that's a whole other story. So CENA's development has ended on the game. Final Combat 2025 is pretty much the final esports tournament for MK1. And it took place this past week, or if you know, and I didn't watch all of it, but I watched like the final fights, you know, that type of thing. It was pretty interesting. So let's just go over the top 10. In 8th place was Tweedy. 7th place was Face All Combat. 6th place was Gur. That's his actual name. Well, not his real name. His username is GRR Gur. In 5th place was Sonic Fox. In 4th place was Lavender Rain. In 3rd place was Nicholas. In 2nd place was Kanimani. And in 1st place was Scorpion Prox. So, shout out to all of them. I forgot to mention. Okay, so 8th place gets $5,000. 7th place gets $5,000. 6th place gets $10,000. 5th place gets $10,000. 4th place gets $16,000. 3rd place gets $24,000. 2nd place gets $36,000. And 1st place Squatter Jump gets $70,000. So one cool thing about the tournament is that Scorpion Prox 1st place and Nicholas 3rd place are twins. And they're really good. And obviously because 1st and 3rd. But they're really good. They actually played each other. And obviously Scorpion Prox came out on top and went on to win the tournament. But I feel like, obviously, not Nicholas. If you're paying attention and if you're part of the FGC, you'll notice that I said that Sonic Fox was 5th, which is shocking because Sonic Fox is the best Mortal Kombat / NRS game player and one of the greatest fighting game players of our generation, if not of all time, that you can arguably, So he's in 5th place arguably because of how the tournament was handled. And that leads me to the next point. The tournament was not handled well. There were a lot of issues. People were saying that it was expected to saying this was a horrible tournament, and players were saying it wasn't ran well. And Sonic Fox came out and said, look, after the tournament, he came out and said, look, I'm not one to complain, but this was the worst tournament I've ever been a part of. It wasn't handled well. And the reason being is that he was playing against Kanimani, who came 2nd place, and he was winning in the set, but then something happened and they had to cease the set. Because I think the screen, something along the lines of there were issues with the video and audio, so they had to, instead of waiting for the set to finish before fixing the issue, they stopped the set and then they had to fix it. And then both pros, Kanimani and Sonic Fox, were really upset about it. And as I said, Sonic Fox was winning. And then they reset, and then Kanimani came out on top. So Sonic Fox came out and said, and I quote, "I think that's the first time I've ever genuinely been pissed at an event, and it killed my momentum entirely," end quote. He said he and Kanimani spoke about it though, and he agreed that, Kanimani kept his cool, and he understood that they were both upset at the situation. It wasn't like Kanimani was happy about it. He's like, no, they were both upset. So Sonic Fox in protest said he's not going to show up at the top 8 ceremony, and true to his word, he didn't show up at the top 8 ceremony. Obviously he's still going to get his medal, but he didn't show up at the top, and he said this is pretty much the end of his, if there's going to be any more Mortal Kombat 1 tournaments, this is the last one he's taken a part of for Mortal Kombat 1. He'll see everybody else in the next NRS game, whatever that will be. But now he said, even before Final Combat, he said his focus now is going to be on 2XKO and Marvel Took On Fights and Souls when that one eventually releases, hopefully in 2026, as they said. But yeah, people are not happy with the Final Combat tournament, but it's over now. Hopefully the next Mortal Kombat tournament won't be that terrible. And moving on to the last bit of esports news I have is about the Capcom Pro Tour / Capcom Championship or Capcom Cup. So Tammy, so Capcom Pro Tour is like, it's the Capcom tournaments or Street Fighter 6 tournaments that have been happening all year. It's going to culminate in the Capcom Cup / Capcom, the Capcom Cup, which is going to take place early next year. I'm going to read you a tweet from the official Capcom Fighters account, which caused a huge stir. A lot of people were upset about it, and people were up in arms. People were getting their pitchforks and torches in the FGC. And so I'm going to read the tweet, and I want you to tell me if you can spot out what made people upset. I'm not sure if you can, because if you're not, into things like this, it'll probably go over your head. But I'm still going to read it anyway. Ready? Okay, so, and I quote, "The countdown begins. Tick, tick, woo, Jesus Christ." Okay. Let's do that again. The countdown begins. Tickets for hashtag Capcom Cup 12 drop soon on October the 10th. Starting this season, Capcom Cup 12 Finals, which will be on March 14th, 2025, and Street Fighter League World Championship, which will be on March 15th, will stream live via pay-per-view. Free replays will drop March 21st, which will be the Capcom Cup 12, and March 22nd, which will be the World Championship for Street Fighter League. Pay-per-view tickets will go on sale November 12th this year. Don't miss the action. Join us live. Okay. Did you spot anything that could be controversial?
When was this tweet posted?
The 28th of September.
For stuff that's backdated to like March.
No, it's coming out March next year. The tournament is March next year.
Oh, sorry. It's 2025. So I was like, what the fuck?
Sorry, 2026. My bad. The tournament is 2026 next year. My bad.
Because I was going to say that's the controversial shit. I don't know.
No, that's.
But I missed it. I don't know.
Okay, so you've watched esports tournaments before, Tommy?
Some, yeah.
And you know what? A lot of them, if not all of them, have in common
money.
They're all free to watch.
Right, pay-per-view. Right, that's dumb. Okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. So that is the big thing that people are rioting. And I think rightly so. I think it's dumb for Capcom to do this. Now, a lot of obviously content creators in the FGC like Brian F have come out and said, yeah, it's pretty dumb that they're doing this. Maximilian also has come out and said, yeah, this makes no sense. Well, he said, like, look, from Capcom's point of view, you know, what they think is doing, they make sense, but in general, they're just pushing away their international audience. Because Brian F and Maximilian said, look, Street Fighter is huge. Obviously, it's a Japanese game, but it's incredibly huge in Japan, like huge. And in the Japanese tournaments, they've been doing pay-per-view, and Japan, they've been happy to pay for the pay-per-view tournaments. So I think Capcom was like, oh, maybe we can get away with it if we do it for the international tournament, the big one, which the prize pool is, you know, the winner walks away with the winner walks away with $1 million, I believe. So, yeah, people are upset. You know, you have, you know, Mortal Kombat. Fuck. You had Street Fighter post like Mena RD, who just won Evo. 2 Evos, Evo Japan and Evo New Las Vegas this year. He came out and he was like, yeah, no, this makes no sense. This is too soon. You know, what Capcom is doing is pushing away their international audience. Yeah, whatever. You know, that whole thing. And, you know, people have made dope jokes like, hey, man, guess I'm sailing the high seas for this one, or I can't wait to watch the Capcom fighters on the Capcom Championship on Stream East, and, you know, things like that. You know, and people were like, it's dumb that they're doing this, and also if they're going to release the VOD for free 6 days after, you know, everybody 6 days after the whole event. And people are like, who watches a sports event, especially a final, almost a week after the event? Nobody's sitting there going, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to miss out on the Super Bowl intentionally, and then I'm going to watch it. So I'm going to watch it a week from now. Nobody does that, you know. And the most people do is they watch it like the day after because they missed it the night before because of reasons. But nobody's going to watch it a week after. And I forgot to mention the pricing. Sorry. So the whole pricing for the pay-per-view is going to be $40 from what I can gather for everything, for the top 12, or not top 12, sorry, for the Capcom 12 final and the World Championship. So both days of the tournament altogether is going to be for 6,000 yen, which I think is $40, which is insane.
Yeah, fuck that,
dude. It's insane for an esports tournament. You know, esports is not there yet. You know, to charge $40 for, you know, that. So as I said, a lot of people are upset. I think you guys should just go and read the. I watched the video. I didn't go on Twitter to see the reactions because I just don't like Twitter. I hate it. Every time I go on Twitter, I just see a tweet that just makes me upset, and I'm just upset the whole day because I just hate that place. But anyway, I suggest if you want to, you can go and look at the responses and the replies underneath the tweets. And if you just do hashtag Capcom Cup 12, I'm sure you can see the replies. They're hilarious. They're hilarious. People are clowning them. People are making light of the situation. Obviously, people are joking. But more specific, more important, people are upset. But you know what? You know what's going to happen, Tommy? Same thing with the Xbox thing.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to pay.
For fighting, yeah, but I don't think as many would pay.
No, not as many. Like, trust me, no. Like, but some people will still pay. That's the thing.
True.
I'm pointing out is that no matter what happens, if we all say, "Oh, guys, let's boycott this," you have a few people who will be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna pay though." You know, you have people who are gonna be like,
"See it."
Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, that's it for my esports news. Do you have any esports? Oh no, you don't. Do you have any comments about what I spoke about?
I suppose for me, the thing is that what I don't understand is like how you gonna charge that much for 2 days when that for me is almost double. It's almost 2 Formula One TV subscriptions that lost a month. How you gonna justify 40? Like, bro, in that live stream, I better get like the phone number to Shakira's house.
Exactly.
Like the hell? Nah, Chomi, no ways, bro. They better send some snacks, like some Wingstop or something. Like, nah. Oh, dude, if Wingstop came to South Africa, oh my days.
That would be dope.
Oh, and Mac rib, a bucket of ribs. Gosh, I'm hungry right now. Anyways, I guess that brings us to the end of the episode. Thanks, bro. Flip. It's a lot to think about. But mostly on the whole Microsoft and EA thing, because now I want to see what direction Sims is going to move in. Most of all, that's the only thing about EA that I actually like nowadays. I can't think of an EA game that I play other than that. Can we classify
Apex?
I was gonna say, but like they're under Respawn, so can we?
Which is under EA.
Yeah, but I think Respawn is enough to not go standalone, but like, I mean, they're on Steam now, but Steam is also
yeah, but all of EA games are on Steam. So
yeah, exactly. I don't even really understand the whole publisher, launcher, whatever the fuck, library differences. It's a lot. All right,
I think maybe it's because like real quick, like EA's launcher, all the proceeds go to them, but on Steam gets a bit of the cut. Valve gets a cut. So
yeah, it's advertising, I suppose. Because someone did like expose saying that like the publishers that really charge the most and why you don't usually see games on theirs is Blizzard.
Yeah.
Because I think there was a time where they were very strict with certain games. Blizzard owned some IP long time ago, which you just don't see anymore, and most people would not even know that came from Blizzard first before it was anything else. Fuck, I must get the list. But anyways, yeah, it's crazy to me though. But it's the world. It's the way the world is moving, guys. Like I was saying, just crack games if like shit gets too intense for y'all. I would, but I need to run a fully like Linux PC for me to be comfortable doing that. Yeah, Windows, its integrity when it comes to torrenting, yeah, I don't know. Many would fight saying it's the safest, but personally, Linux is the way forward, man. Yeah. Oh shit, that's actually a good idea. I need to move to Linux because Windows 10 is finishing this month. This is for all you gamers out there. If you have a Windows 10 PC and it does not meet the requirements for Windows 11, better come up with a plan by the end of this month. Anyways, that leads us to the end of the episode. Thank you so much for listening. Yeah, we'll check you guys on the next one, and stay good, stay healthy, and definitely drink water and touch grass. Asap leaf. We'll check you guys next week. Peace.